Hi, welcome to Knits Up. I'm Mindy, otherwise known as Knitter CNY on both Ravelry and Instagram. I hope that you are going to enjoy this podcast episode. It's going to be a short one, like I've been doing short ones lately. If you're new to the podcast, please subscribe below and join us. You'll get notifications if you hit the notification bell of when I post, which is usually on Sundays. I live in Syracuse, New York, which is right in the middle of New York State. It's very upstate. It's raining today, so I'm using my overhead light. So if I look a little washed out, that's why. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been working on the last couple of weeks. Also, if you are new and you want to learn how to knit, I put up a short series of a knitted cast on, the knit stitch, the purl stitch, and how to cast off. It's my way of knitting. I don't know if it's everybody's way. I don't know if I'm an effective teacher, but I had a request from a subscriber who said, I want to learn how to knit. Can you help me? So I thought, yeah, I can do that. That's relatively easy. So I filmed at my kitchen table with a little backdrop of a plastic lid of a bin. Not very high tech, but I thought it did the job. And I hope that you check that out if you are new to knitting and want to learn a little bit more. Say you're a crocheter and you want to see how knitting works. I have been working with the Caron Colorama Halo yarn, and what I made was two hats. One hat is following the directions for the inside out beanie, which say cut the yarn. That's because the color transition for the ombre is so long. So what you do is you start out with 8 stitches, you do some increasing, and then you get this spiral effect. I don't know how well you can see that. Trust me, it spirals out. Then you knit to about here, 11 inches from the spirals. You cut the yarn, change to the other end of the halo, and then when you get to the other end after completing another 11 inches, you do decreases for the crown. Then to wear this beanie, you basically put your yarn, you slip one end inside, and then you fold up the brim and you get a hat. So that's really cute, but I knit really loosely, and I came up with another hat, and I'll show you. I think the color change is a little bit more apparent. Maybe not. This is kind of the middle of the ombre, but you can kind of see that this edge is a little bit lighter than this. So I got two hats, two inside out beanies out of one skein of Colorama Halo that I bought at Joann's. That's where it's available. And I use the inside out beanie pattern that is available on yarnspirations.com. The other thing that I completed this week is out of Wool Ease Thick and Quick, and it's a hat. It is on size 11 needles. Normally you would use 13s, but I knit really loosely. So what I do to compensate for that is go down a needle size or two. And this is just a plain old beanie with just a little edge on it and then some decreases at the top. I am making these for a coworker who is paying me for them. I have to make 6 of these. So far, this is number 3. And it's ever so exciting. I don't think I'm ever going to agree to a commission again, but I'm getting there. And they're not hard to do or anything. I'm working on another one out of Woolies. This color is called Fossil. It's kind of gray and brown and cream colored. And you knit a tube and then you hem it afterwards so that the hem gives a little bit more give by hemming it manually rather than knitting the stitches together, like folding it up and knitting the stitches together. I did break down and purchase a 16-inch size 11 ChiaoGoo. This is an 8mm needle. I needed a 16-inch because the regular 24 or 29-inch one that I was using was just not working for me anymore. So I decided, break down, buy it. It was less than, I think it was like $13 or something like that on Amazon, and had it shipped to the house. And it makes the knitting a little bit easier. And today it's raining. I have to go pick up one more skein of Fossil because somewhere in moving things around the house, I've lost one of the skeins of Fossil that I bought originally, and I need the other for a sixth skein. So I need to go pick that up at Joann's eventually once the rain stops. I don't really want to go over to Joann's in the rain. No desire to do that whatsoever. So it's going to be a kind of lazy day at home, knitting and relaxing. And that's what I'm working on, or I have been working on for the last 2 weeks. I hope that you guys have a great week and go craft something, knit or crochet something, Tunisian crochet, weave, spin something, whatever relaxes you, because it is good for your mental health to take that break and relax. I'll see you next week or in 2 weeks.